It's 8:39 one morning at Regent High School.
All late now, hurry up!
If these students don't get to school in the next minute, they get detention, and they know it.
Run in, please.
In the stream of students are Gina and Iman, both in Year 11, gearing up for their GCSEs. In the time they've been here, their school buildings have been transformed.
It's amazing the way it's encouraged more children to learn more, and the way I've been focusing more on my lessons because of the new facilities, and it's made a huge difference to everyone.
And now that we've got the construction site and everything's much more smooth, and yeah, basically happy.
Regent's building was completed in 2014. Its arresting design has won it a 2015 Camden Design Award and a place in the Open House scheme. The building combines the old Victorian schoolhouse with expanses of light, colour and brand new facilities. And its location, in an area of rapid regeneration, reaps unique educational rewards. Regent High School is the first school to become a member of the King's Cross Knowledge Quarter because, as you can see, it's cheek by jowl with the Francis Crick Institute here, with the British Library and with Central St Martin's. And the resources from all those institutions are available to students at Regent High School.
I think it's one of the things that really does make our school unique. I can't think of another school that has that wealth of resources in walking distance from its front door.
It wasn't always this way. The local area, Somerstown, once a rural retreat, was ripped apart by the development of the railways. With it came entrenched deprivation, as families were forced into some of the worst slums in Britain. When they were cleared, new estates sprang up around what was first the Sir William Collins School, then South Camden Community School, both bywords locally for less than exemplary discipline.
The physical change is one thing, and that's quite evident for anyone in the community. But I think it's more about the change in attitude towards learning. For me, that has been the biggest change. From somewhere that has been quite dangerous to learn, a place to learn in, so where there was a lot of violence, a lot of fights, a lot of gangs, gang culture was rife in my year group, to somewhere there's no gangs anymore, no fights, where everyone's sort of, the only competition that you get is through the levels, and we hear year 7 students, I want to get level 7, that's what you get now. So the change is night and day.
So my theme is the idea that you should be aiming to be the best that you can be. That's my challenge for you this year.
Saeed attributes the educational transformation to Rosemary Leake. She's introduced tough discipline, a uniform, and what's called vertical tutoring.
Iman and Louis, that would be quite a nice little group, I think.
So Gina and Iman spend 20 minutes every morning with students of all ages. Iman is a buddy to 11-year-old Louis, who's just started at Regent.
In week 3, you'll be doing academic mentoring and goal setting in your buddy pairs.
I find it fun
Why?
because, I don't know, guess it's just nice to hang out with someone older than me.
I think it's because maybe you'll be able to get to know people a lot better, which kind of like reduces bullying, so it reduces the tension between younger and older people in the school.
Hello, Gina.
Another unusual feature of the Regent approach is individual coaching for students. Iman and Gina spend time both with their tutors and sometimes with specially trained staff discussing the best learning strategies to achieve their goals.
So you feel confident, you feel pleased with yourself because you've got
Basically everything there.
I think it's quite unique. Most schools will use coaching in terms of developing their staff.
but actually using it in regular conversations with students makes Regent High School quite unique in that way, actually.
Sometimes I'm a bit sceptical about going to class.
Okay, you're a bit sceptical about going to class. Why might you be sceptical?
Because sometimes lessons can be fun, sometimes lessons not so fun.
Very diplomatically put, well done, Zach. Fantastic. Sceptical, but you weren't. It's exciting. It's challenging, but it's exciting. I came to Regent High School because I wanted to be part of a school community that was ambitious and was on an upward trajectory, so was getting better and better, and I've found that community here.
For some parents, the sheer diversity of a school like Regent can be a huge asset. For others, however great the facilities and the location, it can provoke fears that there aren't enough pupils from their own background for their child to feel comfortable. It's an anxiety that Rosemary Leake is very familiar with. Her response? The school is far more comprehensively diverse than people imagine.
I would say that the student population at Regent High School is by an incredible distance the most diverse of any school I've ever worked in. We have students from all manner of backgrounds. They come from all over the globe. For example, just within the small tutor group that I co-tutor, we've had a boy from Taiwan whose parents were both medical doctors studying for masters at King's College. We had a boy from Beijing whose father was a chef in the Chinese embassy. We had a student whose father was here on a diplomatic mission. That's just in one small tutor group.
How practically does the diversity of the school work out in terms of how the students get on with each other?
Students' friendship groups cross all boundaries in this school. Boys and girls, people from different ethnic backgrounds, different social backgrounds. It's been regularly commented upon by visitors to the school. It's appeared in our Ofsted reports that the relationships between students are very harmonious. So Iman and Gina, who are featuring in this film, for example, are good friends. They come from very different backgrounds. Their sort of histories are very different. Were they not in the school together, they might well have never had any cause to meet each other. But you see them appearing in school shows together, they're involved in projects together, they're learning together.
I get along with Gina a lot, so it's really nice.
Yeah. We don't really, the children don't really go on race or whatever. We're all together. It's like one big community
yeah.
family, basically.
Another boundary which the school feels is softening is the Euston Road. As the King's Cross regeneration moves forward, a more integrated and safer area is emerging, and it's studded with institutions that offer specific learning opportunities for Regent students.
Families at Regent High School will benefit from the connection with the Crick because they'll have the opportunity to come in and meet the world-class researchers from a world-class scientific research institution. On top of that, we're developing programmes for children and young people that will give them a wider understanding of science and a whole taste of science careers.
We've got a really exciting project coming up with Regent High School and with their Year 10 students. We're going to be investigating Beowulf, which is one of the most kind of ancient and precious documents in our collection. Young people will come to see Beowulf and then they'll be designing and developing, in response to the collection item, a series of computer games.
We hope that the link with the Institute of Education supports the highest aspirations possible for students at Regent High School. We're in their back garden and we really want to help them be the best that they can.
It's quite different to other schools in the way the teachers are so nice, they're more friends instead of teachers.
Even though the first day was kind of hard and a bit nerve-wracking, eventually once you get used to the people and teachers around you, it gets more happier and wonderful.
For Gina and Iman, school equals opportunity. They know the staff here will do everything they can to ensure they reach their potential.